All right, everyone, we have a great workout in store for you today, but first we're going to start with the warm-up. We're going to go through a stabilization warm-up. This is actually considered a mobility warm-up, so we're trying to elongate or lengthen those muscle groups. Okay, so we're going to start with yellow, so we're going to be doing leg lowering, so go ahead and lay down on your back, and we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So if you have an elastic band, you're going to wrap it around the arch of your foot. You're going to come down, heel strike, so touch your heel to the ground and then come back up. The key is you want to make sure you keep your leg straight. So you're going to go down, touch, come up, hold it for a couple seconds. You want to feel that pull through your calf and your hamstring complexes and then back down. If you don't have a band, that's okay. You can take a towel or a t-shirt, wrap it around your foot, and you can do leg lowering that way. If you don't want to do that, you can just bring your leg up, hold it for a second, and back down. The key is you want to make sure you're keeping your legs straight. So straighten your leg, tighten your quadricep, lock out the knee, and then you want to make sure your toe is pointing up towards your knee. So you want to get in what's called a dorsiflex position. All right, go ahead and switch and do the other side. So remember, you're keeping your leg straight. So you're going to tighten your quadricep, okay, lock out the knee, and then make sure that foot is completely flexed so the toe is pointing towards the knee. That way you'll get a good stretch through your calf complex, and you also stretch out your hamstring complex at the same time. Remember, breathe out as you come up, hold it for a couple seconds, and then breathe in as you go back down. Excellent. Okay, you got 10 seconds left, 10 seconds. Remember, keep that leg straight, heel strike, come up, hold 1, 2, and then back down. All right, we're moving on to white. Okay, so we're doing a T drill. You're going to put your arms out by your side. Go ahead and put your palms facing up towards the ceiling. And what you're going to do is you're going to rotate to the side. You should feel that pull through the opposite chest and shoulder and through the middle part, maybe even the lower part of your back. And then you're going to switch and do the other side. Okay, remember, you want to keep your shoulders flat on the ground. That way you'll get a good stretch through the opposite chest and shoulder and then through your back. We're working on your thoracic mobility, so we're really trying to stretch out that middle part of your back. Try to keep those knees together. If you can, you want to try to bring your knees to the ground, but just make sure you keep your shoulders flat. Next one we're doing is orange, so we're doing dead bugs. Okay, with the dead bugs, you're going to extend the opposite arm and leg, hold it for a second, and then switch and do the other side. If you want to progress this, you can bring your shoulders and your head up off the ground to activate your core. Breathe out, hold 1, 2, and then breathe in as you come back in. Just make sure you're looking up towards the ceiling, extend all the way out, keep that core engaged, and then come back in and switch and do the other side. Excellent. You got 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Okay, breathe out, hold 1, 2, and then breathe in as you come back in. All right, excellent job. Now we're moving on to red, so we're doing hand walks. So you're going to extend through your hips. Your hands should be right over your shoulders. Make sure you keep that core tight. Squeeze your glutes, so pinch those butt cheeks together. You're going to walk out and then walk back in. When you walk out, go ahead and breathe out. You're going to walk out about 6 inches and then breathe in as you come back in. The key is when you walk out, make sure you're keeping your core engaged. So you want to make sure you keep your back flat. Your lower back should not be rounding at all. So keep that core engaged, back flat, and squeeze those glutes. Okay, keep going. You got about 5 seconds left. Okay, excellent. Next one is blue. So we're doing pulsed hip flexor mobs. You're going to go ahead and get on your right knee. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips. Chin should be up. So chin should be neutral, shoulders down and back. You're going to extend through your hips just slightly. Squeeze that right glute. Hold it for a couple seconds and then relax. Remember, you don't need to lean forward that much. All you need to do is squeeze that glute. And the tighter you squeeze the glute, the more you'll feel it pull through your quadricep and your hip flexor. So hold that for a couple seconds and then relax. So squeeze and breathe out. Hold 1, 2, and then relax. Excellent. Okay, good, and then go ahead and switch and do the other side. So now you should be on your left knee, and then your right leg should be up. So this time you're going to be squeezing your left glute. So remember, the tighter you squeeze that left glute, the more you're going to feel it pull through your left quad and through your hip flexor. Squeeze, hold 1, 2, and then relax. Remember, as you're squeezing, you're breathing out. Hold it for a couple seconds, and then relax. Remember, you don't need to lean forward that much. All you need to do is just draw in those abs, extend through your hips, squeeze the glute, hold it for a couple seconds, and then relax. Good. You're almost there. All right, and then we're moving on to green. So you're doing a single leg balance. You're going to balance on your left leg. You're going to bring your right knee up to 90 degrees, and you're just going to hold it up in the air. The key is you want to make sure you keep your left foot or your left knee slightly bent. Keep that left foot aligned, so don't let the knee turn or the foot turn out. Keep that foot pointing straight ahead. Keep your knee aligned with your foot. Knee is slightly bent. You want to keep your core tight. Okay, chin up, shoulders down and back. Key here is you want to make sure you're squeezing your core. Okay, so tighten your tummy. By doing that, you're going to be able to maintain your balance. Okay, that's going to help you stabilize. All right, now we're going to switch and do the other side. So that right foot should be pointing straight ahead. You're keeping the right knee aligned with your right foot, bringing the left knee up to 90 degrees, and just hold it. So Seth has got his chin in a neutral position, shoulders are down and back, okay, and then his core is tight. The tighter you squeeze your core, the easier it is to maintain your balance. So just hold that position. Remember, you don't want to lock out your knee. You want to keep that knee slightly bent, so you should feel that activation a little bit through the right glute. Okay, you're almost there. All right, and the last one is purple, so we're moving on to the butterfly stretch. So with the butterfly stretch, you're going to bring your heels as close to your body as you possibly can. You're going to put your hands behind you. Keep your chest nice and tall, back flat. Okay, and then you want to try to push your knees down towards the ground. You should feel this pull through the inner part of your legs or through your adductors, and you just want to hold that position. All we're trying to do is stretch out your adductors, okay, and this is going to help with your squat mechanics. Remember, try to push those knees out, okay, keep that chest nice and tall. Good, just keep holding it. You got about 5 seconds left. Ready? All right, excellent job. Good job with the warm-up. Okay, so go ahead and grab a drink of water, and we're going to explain the workout here in just a second. Awesome job.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fun exercise for you guys today. We're calling this the Hip Hip Hooray exercise, inspired by a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu warm-up over here. So the way that it's going to work is we have 4 exercises for you guys. You'll be doing each exercise and an active rest at the end for 45 seconds. We're going to give you 15 seconds to transition between each one. So it's going to be 45 on, 15 transition, 45 on, 15 transition, 5 different exercises, and then you're going to do 5 rounds. All right. First exercise, we're going to do shrimps. Okay, shrimps. What we want to do is we want to lay down on the floor just like this with our back on the floor. Okay, we want to go ahead and bridge up, and then we're going to turn over to one side and bring your hips back as we try to touch our toes. Back and forth. Notice how my hips don't touch the ground. My hips don't touch the ground. Good. All right. Second exercise that we're going to do are the side winders. Side winders. Okay. We're going to really work our core over here. Right. We're going to turn towards you. I want to practice the rocking first, and then we're going to try to walk ourselves as we're rocking back and forth. Okay. Walk yourself by rotating your torso and your hips. Okay. If you want to modify that, feel free to do your bicycle abs. Feel free to do your bicycle abs. All right. Third exercise, we're going to do the bridge over. Bridge over. Okay. Again, we're going to lie down flat on our back. Your heels close to your glutes. The closer your heels are to the glutes, the easier it is to raise your hips. All right. I'm going to bridge up, but I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to take one foot and toss it over. Land on my toe. Okay. From here, I'm controlling back, coming down, bridging up, walking over. Back, down, up, coming over. Okay? If you want to modify this, feel free just to do your regular bridges. Your regular bridges. All right. Your last exercise that we're going to do will be our wrestler sit-outs. Our wrestler sit-outs. You could do this from a plank position, or you could do it from a little modified plank position with your hips a little high in the air here. Okay, plank position. We're going to go ahead and make sure that our core is nice and tight. And then we're just going to kick one leg under, sit out. Try not to drop your heel. back and forth. Try not to drop a heel, back and forth, okay? If you want to modify this, feel free to hold your plank for 45 seconds, okay? Also, lift one leg for 45 seconds. On the next round, lift the other one, okay? Our active rest, we're going to go ahead and switch it up. I'm going to let you guys pick the active rest for each round, okay? So we'll have 5 different active rests for you to choose from, all right? Awesome job, guys. Let's get started.
All right, everyone, great workout. You did a great job today. We're going to go through the cool down, which is really the most important part of the workout. So we're going to start here in just a couple of seconds. If you have a band, you're going to follow along with Seth. And if you don't, go ahead and follow along with Casey. All right, so if you don't have a band, you can take a towel or a t-shirt and you can wrap it around the arch of your foot if you want to. Otherwise, you can just grab behind your knee, pull in towards your chest. Just make sure you're keeping your leg straight. If you do have a band, just put it on the arch of your foot and then just keep that leg straight. Remember, you want to make sure you're tightening your quadricep, lock out that knee. So you want to get a good stretch through the calf and the hamstring complex, and then you want to bring that toe up towards your knees. So try to get in what's called a dorsiflex position. So the more you flex that foot, the more you're going to feel it pull through your calf complex. All right, go ahead and switch and do the other side. So remember, you want to make sure you keep your shoulders and head on the ground so you're not coming up off the ground. Just keep your upper body nice and flat on the ground. Keep that leg straight. The tighter you squeeze your quad, and the more you're going to be able to lock out that knee. Flex your foot. So bring your toes up to your knee. That way you'll stretch out your calf and your hamstring complexes. Good, just keep holding it. You're almost there. So keep trying to keep that leg straight. All right, now we're moving on to the piriformis stretch. Okay, so you can do this laying down. You're going to take your hand, okay, go in between your legs and then bring the other hand on the outside of your legs, and you're going to grab behind your knee. If you want to sit up, you can do it sitting up. You're just going to cross your leg over. Go ahead and put your hands behind you. Keep that chest nice and tall and your back nice and flat. You should feel this pull through your glute and then through your glute medius and through a little muscle group called your piriformis. Remember, you want to try to push that knee out so we're stretching out the piriformis at the same time. Okay, good. And go ahead and switch and do the other side. So you're going to take that hand. You're going to wrap it. You're going to go in between your legs, bring the other hand on the outside, grab behind the knee, pull in towards your chest, and then push that knee out with your elbow. Okay, and if you're doing it sitting up, just make sure you keep that chest nice and tall and your back flat. Okay, and then you also want to try to push that knee out. Good. Keep trying to push the knee out. That's it. Okay. We're almost there. All right, now we're going to move on to the quadricep stretch. So you can do this laying on your side, or you could do it standing up. You can also do it laying on your stomach if you want to. But the key here is you want to make sure you're keeping both knees together. Doesn't matter if you're laying down or doing it standing up. And then you want to squeeze the glute of the leg that you're holding. So the tighter you squeeze that glute, the more you'll feel it pull through your quadricep and through your hip flexor. Engage that core, so draw in your abs, try to keep that core tight, and then squeeze that glute. So keep squeezing it. We want to get a good stretch through the quadriceps. Okay, and go ahead and switch and do the other side. So remember, if you're doing it laying on your side, try to keep those knees together, try to engage that core. Okay, you want to try to keep your body as nice and aligned as you can. If you're standing up, same thing. You want to try to keep that chest nice and tall, engage your core, and then squeeze that glute. Okay, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. You're almost there. You're almost there. All right, now we're moving on to the butterfly stretch. So we're moving on to the butterfly stretch. So you're going to bring your heels in as close to your body as you can. Okay, and then you're going to put your hands behind you. You want to make sure you keep that chest nice and tall. Okay, your back flat. And then you want to try to push your knees down towards the ground. Okay, you should feel that pull through the inner part of your legs or through your adductors. And just hold it. Okay, so try to keep that chin up. So chin up. Shoulders down and back. Just hold that position. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow and controlled breaths. Okay, and now we're moving on to the prayer stretch. So you can do or the lat stretch. So you can do this laying down, or you could do it up against the wall or the couch or even the door. Okay, you want to make sure your thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. You're keeping those arms straight. If you're doing the prayer stretch, you're just going to sit back on your heels. Okay, and just you want to feel that pull through your lats, maybe through the middle part of your back a little bit. If you're doing it up against the wall, you want to arch your lower back a little bit, stick your butt out. Okay, and you should feel that pull through the side of your shoulder or through your back. Okay. Good. And then the last one we're going to do is the chest and shoulder stretch. So if you have a strap, you're just going to come up overhead. So hands are going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width. Just come back and hold that position. If you're doing it on the ground, you're going to form a 90-degree bend at the elbow. Push that elbow into the ground, lean to the side. Okay, and you should feel that pull through your anterior delt and through your pec a little bit. So you should feel that pull through your chest and shoulder. Go ahead and switch into the other side, Casey. Okay, good. Remember to keep pushing that elbow into the ground. All right, great workout today. You did a wonderful job. Keep up the good work.